Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Ali and let's talk about finance. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about myself, who I am, how I got to the position that I'm in, and why you should really be listening to me when it comes to personal finance advice. As I mentioned, my name is Ali. I'm a certified financial planner and I work out of Toronto, Ontario. So my journey to becoming a certified financial planner actually started about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I decided that I wanted to dive deep into the world of finance. So I started my journey at the bank as a teller, and from there I learned a lot. As well, I was in school to make sure that I did gain a lot of financial knowledge. So I ended up doing a financial planning program. While I was there, I learned a lot about insurance, investments, retirement planning, estate planning, so on and so forth. There's so many different courses that I ended up taking, and that allowed me to build the knowledge that I have right now. And of course, I've expanded on that through the experience that I've had as a financial planner. So let me talk a little bit about my experience. Like I said, it started off at the bank. I was a teller there for a little bit of time. After that, I decided to venture off on my own and become an independent advisor. As an independent advisor, I was able to go seek out my own clients. I ended up working with a lot of different individuals in a lot of different situations. I was dealing with some people that were either in retirement, that were looking to retire, people that have never started and they don't really know where to look. I worked with individuals who had pension plans, people who have their RSPs, people who are looking to pass money on to the next generation. I've also dealt with some people who wanted to pass money on to charities to really help out with their estate planning. At the end of the day, everyone's situation is very different. So it really helped expand my knowledge when it comes to dealing with a lot of different situations. When I became a financial planner in 2023, that's when things really opened up for me. That's when I started dealing with people with more money. So people with 500,000, a million plus. I also dealt with a lot of situations where now we're dealing with some more complex situations. Maybe somebody who has multiple sources of income, multiple properties, and they want to know how to potentially offload those things. They also want to know what is the most tax efficient way to start drawing money in retirement. What happens if we do A? What happens if we do B? What happens if we do C? It's really coming out with many different scenarios to take a look and see what makes the most sense, not only from a financial perspective, but also from a situational perspective. We talk about all of these what if situations financially, but we also do talk about the fun stuff when it comes to retirement and estate planning and what is it that you want to do with your money? At the end of the day, you worked very hard for your money, so we want to make sure that you do what you want to do with your money and it gets passed on to the people that you want it to get passed on to. These are a lot of different things that I was able to experience as a financial planner. Now, personally for myself, since becoming a financial planner, I have specialized. So I primarily deal with people who are going to retire within 5 to 10 years or people that have just recently retired. So a lot of times I like talking about the retirement aspect of life because this is really where there's a big shift in life. You're going from a time where you worked hard for your money and you saved up as much as you can, and now you're switching over into another aspect of life where now you're going to be drawing from your income, but now you also have 20 to 30, maybe even 40 years where you need to figure out what it is that you're going to do. And this is where you can have a lot of fun with it. Now, when it comes to talking about retirement, of course, as you get into retirement, we start taking a look at retirement income planning. We also take a look at taxation planning. We also take a look at some estate planning, some very basic estate planning initially, but maybe some more complex estate planning later on. So these are all things that I touch on with my clients. At the end of the day, I've worked with hundreds of clients with quite a bit of money. Some people 500,000, a million plus. And with all of these conversations, every single one is different. So I personally enjoy it because every single one is a different challenge, a different situation. So I really like dealing with that. When it comes to licenses, personally myself, I hold the LLQP. This is the first one that I got. This was one of the things that when I was first getting introduced into the industry, I thought it was an important one to have. So I got this back in 2019. I also got the CSC, which is the Canadian Securities course. This is so that I can offer many different types of investments. So things like mutual funds, things like ETFs, things like GICs. There are so many different ones out there, and this is one that I had to get, and I actually got this in 2020. And then after, I ended up getting the Certified Financial Planner designation. Now this one does take quite a long time, Like I said, there were some financial planning courses that I had to take. There was some case study work that I had to do. There was an ethics course that I had to do. And then at the very end, there was a 6-hour-long exam that I had to pass to prove that I have the knowledge to actually provide people with advice and to plan out their futures and really help them out. At the end of the day, I was actually able to get this in 2023. That is when I passed the exam and I ended up becoming a certified financial planner. Now, at the end of the day, there's a reason for why I became a financial planner. And personally, I saw 5 years ago when I decided to dive deep into the financial industry. The reason that I did that was because I realized that there was a major gap between the knowledge that's out there in the financial industry and the knowledge that people actually have when it comes to their own finances. So what I really wanted to do was to be that person to fill in the gap for people's finances. So not only are they more happy, they also fully understand what's going on. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're comfortable with your money. If you're not comfortable with your money, or the person who's managing your money is not taking the time to fill in the gaps for you and really help you understand, then that person is probably not doing their job. You should not be just another client. You should be a client where they actually take the time to sit down with you, explain everything. If you don't understand something, explain it in a different way. And that way you're not putting all of your trust into someone just because they know something that you might not necessarily understand. You want to be able to understand the situation that you're in, how that's going to impact not only yourself, but your spouse, your family, the next generation. And again, this is the reason for why I got into the industry, is to help fill that gap, because there's so much out there. Even if it's the tiniest little tip that can help you get ahead, I wanted to be that person to help you understand that one small tip, that one small change that you're doing. You might not necessarily have to change a lot of things. It might just be some small things along the way that will get you so much further ahead. So there you have it, guys. That's a video about myself, how I became a financial planner, my experience, why I essentially made this YouTube channel. I think it's important for people to get good information. Nowadays, there's a lot of information out there. Not all of it is good information. Not all of it is bad information. But I figured putting it into a video form for you to enjoy and watch is the best way for me to spread my knowledge and provide information that won't cost you a thing. If you like this video, please leave a like. Also, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family. At the end of the day, if you gain something from this video, I'm sure they will too. And also, if you have a particular topic that you want me to cover in a future video, leave them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to make a video on that topic in the future. As always, guys, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you guys in the next one.